this last episode with Damond, Bonita, and Goddess. But before I get into that, I do have some tea I want to talk about. I have 3 things I want to touch on. Number 1, Goddess went live the other day on TikTok, and she confirmed that she will be returning for another season of Love After Lockup. She has no idea when the season will be coming on, but Mama June's about to take the Friday night time slot, and I think they usually do like 8 to 10 episodes of Mama June. So I'm thinking that it's likely going to start in May or June. She predicted that it'll probably start in May, and she said that pretty much Love During Lockup was the introduction to her and Damond. But she said Love After Lockup is going to be a lot. She said it's going to be a whole train wreck. And I really hope that what she's saying is true, because I am here for it, especially after how much they dragged things out this season. And then she ended up going live a few days later and revealed that her and Damond are no longer together. She ended up saying that she left him. She didn't say what exactly happened, but I'm assuming she probably saw like he was too much of a player, because we just saw her going live just a few weeks ago cussing him the hell out because she said that he wanted to leave her house and go hang out with another female. So I'm sure she probably realized that she couldn't get him to just want to settle down for her like she's probably hoping. She's angry with herself because she doesn't understand why it took so long for her to finally wake up. And this was shared by another blogger. They shared a clip of her live. I'm not on the best terms with this blogger, so I'm not going to share the clip. But then there was a clip I did come across of Bonita on TikTok, and she had music blaring in the background, so I can't share this clip. But Bonita, you know how we all saw her in the car with Damond and Goddess riding around. I mean, they kind of look like they're turned up. They're blasting music. Bonita ran a red light. You could hear Bonita's voice in the background. You could see her face. Bonita spoke out, and she's trying to claim that was AI. I think she's just trolling us because it was very obvious it was her in that vehicle. Now let's talk about this last episode. So Bonita put those 2 locks on Damond's storage locker, so his mom and Goddess weren't able to get into it. And next thing you know, her phone's getting blown up by Damond, and she answers the phone, and he's like, what the hell is going on? Why are there locks on the storage unit? And she just played dumb as hell. She's like, what are you talking about? Locks? Locks where? And she was just lying to his face, and she was lying good. Like, I couldn't even tell she was lying. Like, if we didn't see the past scenes of her putting the locks on there, I would have believed her when she told him she had no idea about those locks. Like, usually people start talking fast when they're lying, but Bonita just talks fast all the time, so it's hard to decipher what's the truth and what's not. We saw him tell Bonita, oh, you can't come visit me, I lost my visits, or he used some excuse like Bonita wasn't on. I can't remember the exact lame-ass excuse he used, but he told her he can't have visits, but the real reason he don't want Bonita to come is because he wants Goddess and his mother to come visit him instead. And he told Bonita, oh yeah, also by the way, I'm not going to be getting out. But in reality, he just plans to get out and go see Goddess and then go home to his mama's house instead. And Bonita feels all bad. She's like, oh man, I feel for him and I feel for our kids. And I do feel for the kids, because now the kids are going to have to wait even longer, because here he is putting this female first. They're having to suffer because Damond can't make up his mind between which female he really wants in his life. I wonder how long he plans on waiting once he gets out before he tells Bonita, hey, I'm actually out. Or like, if he still plans on calling Bonita, how is he going to make it seem like he's still in jail? Like, is he going to have to get a cell phone and then like get a recording of the, hey, you received a call from so-and-so jail? Like, he's going to have to work overtime trying to cover up the fact that he's no longer in jail. God, I feel for him once Bonita finds out, because Bonita seems like she's the type that do not play. Did you guys see that video where she was hitting him and getting all rough with him and like had her hands around his neck and was shaking his head and just being way aggressive with him? I can imagine what she's gonna do to that man once she finds out that he's talking to Goddess. she's probably gonna rip that man's head off. Like, I can't even imagine him even wanting to have the balls to say it to her face, but I hope that he spills the tea about Goddess to Bonita's face. And I hope they get to it quick in this next season that they're returning on, because I just feel like they have really dragged this season out with them, with a lot of couples this season, but especially them. Like, I thought with this couple, we're going to get primetime messiness, like Michael, Sarah, and Megan love triangle messiness, or Kaylee and Michael and Hunter love triangle messiness. But this has been the most boring love triangle that we've had by far. Like, there's been more interesting things going on social media outside the show than what's actually gone down on the show. And I swear to God, if we see one more damn episode about this storage unit, I'm gonna lose my shit. I say it again and again, but I'm so over hearing about this. And we end up seeing Goddess. She ends up going to see Damond with his mother. They pull up at the prison, they go inside, and Goddess learns that she's unable to visit Damond because I guess it was only like a family visiting day, so only family members could come, and she claims that she didn't know that, so she had to stay outside. I don't know. I kind of feel like she probably knew that she couldn't go in because the outfit that she was wearing did not seem like something that they would prove. They don't like the skin tight outfits like she was wearing. I don't know. I've heard some people have been able to get away with wearing skin tight stuff, but usually they don't like you wearing stuff that tight into a prison. She's all hyped up because she thought she was going to be able to kiss Damond for the first time, because they met each other before he got locked up, but they weren't a couple then, so they have never kissed before, and she just wants to make sure they still have that romantic chemistry that they've been having over the phone. But she's disappointed when she learned she was unable to do that. And another thing that's getting on my nerves about this season, at least I know this episode, they showed in one of the teasers, like, they'll show stuff in a commercial, like, they'll, you know, a commercial will happen, and they'll show you stuff that's gonna happen, like, when the commercial comes back, and they'll show us, like, little teasers, and they'll make it look like Damond is gonna tell Goddess or Bonita about the fact that he's with the other woman. They'll be like, oh yeah, there's something I need to get off my chest, and he'll make it seem like he's finally gonna tell them, but the way they edit it, he don't ever do that. And then half the time what makes me mad is they show these clips that are gonna act like they're gonna show these clips when the show returns after the commercial, but then most of the time they don't even show half the stuff that they show in the teasers before the commercial once the commercial comes back. Like, they've shown full-on teasers of stuff that doesn't even happen for a whole nother episode or two after that. And that just really gets on my nerves, because they really had me excited thinking that Damond was finally gonna tell the girls about each other. But nope, not this week. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And do you guys think that Damond's going to get with Bonita now that him and Goddess are no longer together? Or do you think their breakup's even going to last? I mean, she made it sound like she was done with him, but I mean, you never know, especially when people have history with each other, and they're going to really be done for sure when they do break up. So, I don't know, I'll give it a month, and if they're still broken up then I will probably say, yeah, it's probably a done deal. But you guys let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching.